Hello students. In earlier period, we had discussed about acceleration. Now today we will discuss equation of motion, which is also called as equation of kinematics. So there are three equations of motion. So how to obtain or how to derive the expression of equation of motion? Suppose an object is traveling in a straight line. At this point, suppose velocity of object is u. At this point, velocity of object is suppose v. U is called inertial velocity, v is called final velocity, and t is the time for that change. And this distance is suppose s. In last period, we have learned the formula for acceleration, which is the rate of change of velocity. So A is equal to V minus U upon T. This is called acceleration. Transfer this term towards the left. It is AT is equal to V minus U. Transfer u towards the left, it would be positive. That is u plus at is equal to v, or v is equal to u plus at. This is called first equation of motion. So this is first equation of motion or first equation of kinematics. This gives you final velocity. Now to obtain expression for second equation, we know that average speed is equal to distance traveled upon time. So distance upon time. Speed is not constant, it's changing. So how to find the average of two quantities? For example, 3 and 5. So 3 plus 5 divided by 2. 7 and 9. 7 plus 9 upon 2, and like that. Similarly, average of u and v will be addition of 2. So u plus v divided by 2. Since two quantities, we are dividing by 2. If there are three quantities, say u plus v plus w, then we will divide by 3, and like that. So since we are having two quantities, we are divided by 2 to obtain the average value. So this is called average speed is equal to distance, that means s and time suppose t. Now replace v. We are having v is equal to u plus at. So replace v by the term u plus at. So this is u plus at divided by 2. What we have completed? U as it is. We replace v by the first equation u plus at. By 2 as it is equal to right side no change, s upon t. Now this u plus u would be twice u plus at upon 2 is s upon t. Now bifurcate the terms. 2u upon 2 plus at upon 2. So this is 2u upon 2 plus half at, and transfer this t in multiplication into t is equal to s. S is path length or distance traveled. So s is equal to, this 2 get cancelled. This u into t is ut plus half a. This t and t is a t square. This is called the second equation of motion. It's very simple. How we obtain? Just take the formula. Average speed is equal to distance upon time. So average speed, average of two quantities. We are having two velocities at two different points. One is u, other is v. So average of two is u plus v upon 2. So this is u plus v upon 2. If 3 quantities, then divide by 3. If 10 quantities, divided by 10. So since we are having 2 quantities, so we are divided by 2 to obtain the average. So u plus v upon 2 is equal to distance is s, total distance, and time taken is t. Now replace v by the term u plus at from first equation. So that it is u plus u is twice u plus at divided by 2. Right side no change. Now we are bifurcating the terms. दोनों को separate कर दिया. 2u upon 2 plus at upon 2, that is half at. और ये t को शिफ्ट किया मल्टीप्लाई में, is equal to s. s को ला लिया लेफ्ट में, s is equal to ut plus half a. t and t is t square. So s is equal to ut plus half a t square is called second equation of motion or second equation of kinematics. Now to obtain third equation. So to obtain third equation, we will make a square of both sides of first equation of motion. V is equal to ut, it was now squaring both sides. It is v square is equal to u plus at whole square. So this is v square is equal to, applying formula, a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. A square plus 2ab plus b square, or first term square plus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. So this is first term is u, this is a. So u square plus 2 into first term into second term, 2ab. So first term is u, second term is at, plus second term square, that is at. Say a square t square. अब यहां से आपको इन दो टर्म में से 2a कॉमन लेना है. देखिए a यहां भी है, a यहां भी है, 2 यहां है, यहां नहीं है. तो थर्ड टर्म को आप 2 से मल्टीप्लाई, 2 से डिवाइड कर दें, सो दैट वी कैन टेक 2 एज कॉमन फैक्टर. So v square is a u square plus 2uat plus 2 upon 2. A square t square. So we have multiplied and divided by 2 to the third term. So it does not imbalance the equation. Equation balance रहेगी. अब यहाँ से 2a कॉमन ले लेंगे. देखो ये 2 है और ये a है. सिमिलरली ये 2 है और इस a स्क्वायर में से और कॉमन आ जाएगी. सो v स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू u स्क्वायर प्लस 2a कॉमन किया, यहां से बचेगा ut प्लस 2 कॉमन हो गया, बचेगा हाफ. a स्क्वायर था तो a स्क्वायर में से एक a कॉमन ले लिया, अब बचेगा एक a and time t square. So in bracket we are having v square is equal to u square plus 2a in bracket ut plus half at square. So this is ut plus half at square, nothing but s. So replace this bracket by s. So this gives us v square is equal to u square plus 2as. This is called third equation of motion or third equation of kinematics. How we obtain it? We use the first equation of motion. V is equal to u plus at. Squaring both sides. We say v square is equal to u plus at whole square. Expanding using a plus b whole square, that is a square plus 2ab plus b square. तो फर्स्ट टर्म का स्क्वायर आएगा u स्क्वायर प्लस 2 इंटू फर्स्ट टर्म इंटू सेकेंड टर्म प्लस सेकेंड टर्म स्क्वायर, दैट मींस a स्क्वायर t स्क्वायर. अब ये दो टर्म में से आपको 2a कॉमन लेना है, तो a ऑलरेडी कॉमन है. सेकेंड टर्म के साथ थर्ड टर्म के साथ 2 नहीं है, तो यहां से 2 कॉमन लेने के लिए हमने 2 से मल्टीप्लाई 2 से डिवाइड कर लिया. तो इससे इक्वेशन बैलेंस रहेगी, चेंज नहीं आएगा उसमें. अब यहां से 2a कॉमन कर लेंगे, ये बचेगा ut, u स्क्वायर एज इट इज रहेगा. 2a कॉमन कर लिया, दिस इज ut प्लस हाफ. 2 कॉमन होगा, बचेगा 2, 1/2, सो हाफ. a स्क्वायर में से एक a कॉमन हो गया, आएगा a, और ये बचेगा t स्क्वायर. नाउ दिस ब्रैकेट ut प्लस हाफ at स्क्वायर रिप्रेजेंट s, डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड. तो इसको रिप्लेस कर दिया बाय द टर्म s. अब एक्सप्रेशन बन गई v स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू u स्क्वायर प्लस 2as. सो दीज आर 3 एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ मोशन. फर्स्ट इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन इज v इज इक्वल टू u प्लस at. सेकेंड इज s इज इक्वल टू ut प्लस हाफ at स्क्वायर. थर्ड इज v स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू u स्क्वायर प्लस 2as. Now we should know the meaning of symbol of each. First is v is equal to u plus at. This gives you final velocity. V is final velocity. U is initial velocity. A is acceleration. T is time. Second equation. S is displacement or path length. U initial velocity. T is the time. Half is constant, a acceleration, t is the time. Third expression, v is final velocity, u is initial velocity, a is acceleration, s is either displacement or distance traveled. So these are 3 equations of motion. Now how these equations will convert when we are using them under gravity? So 3 equation of motion are v is equal to u plus at. S is equal to ut plus half at square. And v square is equal to u square plus 2as. These are 3 equation of motion or 3 equation of kinematics. Now when object is moving purely under gravity, then acceleration will be due to gravity of earth, and that is called acceleration due to gravity, and that is denoted by g, small g. So in this expression, in spite of a, now we will having g, because we are taking 3 equation under gravity, and distance traveled may be replaced by the height, that is h. So when object is falling from certain height towards ground, so it is traveling a certain height, that is h. So s will be replaced by h, and a will be replaced by acceleration due to gravity, that is g. So first equation becomes v is equal to u plus gt. Second become h is equal to ut plus half gt square. And third becomes v square is equal to u square plus 2gh. So these are equation of motion under gravity. By supposing that acceleration due to gravity is positive. Acceleration due to gravity may be positive, may be negative. Now, when it will be positive, when it will be negative, there are two methods to remember that. One is called Cartesian coordinate system. According to Cartesian coordinate system, this is the origin. Values above the origin would be positive, below the origin would be negative. Towards right would be positive, towards left would be negative. So according to Cartesian coordinate system, suppose if an object is thrown upward like this, that would be positive. When moving downward, that would be negative. But in spite of that, we are using very simple calculation, not using Cartesian coordinate system. We are using logical method. If speed is increasing, acceleration will be positive. Speed is decreasing, acceleration due to gravity would be negative. For example, when object या पेन को आपने यहाँ से रिलीज किया, it will fall downward. Speed will increase due to gravity of Earth. In that case, by using logical method, acceleration due to gravity would be positive. If this pen is thrown upward, velocity go on decreasing, attains zero velocity at certain height. In that case, acceleration due to gravity would be negative. So we are using this method, that if velocity increases, acceleration due to gravity is positive. That means in downward direction, g would be positive. In upward direction, g would be negative. So we will take few examples. First equation is v is equal to u plus gt. V is equal to u plus gt, where v is final velocity, u is initial velocity, and t is the time for that change. Suppose object is falling from certain height towards ground, और आपको बोला है what will be its velocity just before hitting the ground if it hit the ground in 10 seconds. Just before releasing, initial velocity was 0. It is falling downward, velocity will increase, so g would be plus 9.8 meter per second square. Time is given 10 seconds. And we have to find final velocity. Equation is v is equal to u plus gt. This is equal to u is 0, g is 9.8. For round figure you may take 10 also. And as for a 9.8, for conventional calculation we are taking approximately as 10. Time is 10 seconds. So this is equal to 100 meter per second. So its velocity just before hitting the ground would be 100 meter per second. Now suppose if object is thrown upward, यहाँ से इसको ऊपर थ्रो किया और बोला है कि 10 सेकंड तक ऑब्जेक्ट ट्रैवल करेगा, फिर स्टॉप कर जाएगा, रिटर्न बैक होगा. तो ऑब्जेक्ट को कितनी स्पीड से फेंकना पड़ेगा? सो व्हाट शुड बी स्पीड ऑफ प्रोजेक्शन फ्रॉम द ग्राउंड? यहां से इसको फेंकना है अपवर्ड. सो नाउ u इज अननोन. ऑब्जेक्ट ट्रैवल फॉर 10 सेकेंड. अप्लाई सेम इक्वेशन नाउ. v इज इक्वल टू u प्लस gt. हाईएस्ट पॉइंट पे पहुंचेगा, स्टॉप कर जाएगा, तो v हो गया 0. u is unknown. Now since object is thrown upward, therefore velocity will decrease Therefore acceleration would be now negative this time. So minus 9.8 into time is 10 seconds. For convenience calculation, take this will approximately as 10. So 0 is equal to u minus 100 or u is equal to 100 meter per second. That means object has to be thrown from this point at a speed of 100 meter per second. Then it will travel for 10 seconds and then just stop and return back. So in downward journey we have taken g as positive, in upward journey we have taken g as negative by applying logical method, not applying Cartesian coordinate method. Now second equation, s is equal to or h is equal to ut plus half gt square. h is equal to ut plus half gt square. अब आपको बोला है कि ऑब्जेक्ट ट्रैवल करता है फॉर 10 सेकेंड एंड हिट द ग्राउंड. सो फाइंड द हाइट फ्रॉम द वेयर द ऑब्जेक्ट हैज बीन रिलीज. ऑब्जेक्ट को यहां से रिलीज किया था, 10 सेकेंड ट्रैवल करने के बाद ग्राउंड को हिट करता है, तो कितनी हाइट से उसको रिलीज किया गया वो फाइंड करो. So h is unknown, u was 0, जहां से रिलीज किया वहां वेलोसिटी 0 थी, वहां तो थ्रो नहीं किया, जस्ट रिलीज किया, तो u was 0 and time is 10 seconds. So h is equal to ut, u is 0, the first term is 0, plus half g 9.8, we are taking approximation as 10, time is 10 square, so this would be 5 into 100, that is 500 meter. So object was released from a height of 500 meter. अब इसका एडवांस भी पूछ सकता है. अब आपको बोला है कि ऑब्जेक्ट को 500 मीटर तक रेज करना है, तो ग्राउंड से कितनी स्पीड से फेंकना पड़ेगा, सो दैट इट शुड ट्रैवल फॉर 10 सेकेंड. सो टाइम इज गिवन 10 सेकेंड. हाइट इज गिवन 500 मीटर और कितनी स्पीड से फेंकना पड़ेगा दैट वी हैव टू फाइंड. या फिर ऐसे पूछ सकता है कि सपोज ऑब्जेक्ट को थ्रो किया, या यू फाइंड कर लो, ठीक. सो विल फाइंड यू फ्रॉम हियर. सो सेम फॉर्मूला, h इज इक्वल टू ut प्लस हाफ gt स्क्वायर. सो h इज 500, u इज अननोन, टाइम इज 10 सेकेंड. Now g would be negative because object is moving upward, speed gone decreasing. Therefore acceleration due to gravity would be negative. So minus 9.8, approximately 10. Minus half भी आएगा, okay? Half into 10 into 10 square. So this is 500. ये 5 आ जाएगा. Is equal to ut मतलब 10u minus 500. लेफ्ट में शिफ्ट हो जाएगा 1000 is equal to 10u और u is equal to 1000 upon 10, that is a 500 meter per second. ये 0 में sorry 100 meter per second. So u is 100 meter per second. That means if object is thrown at a speed of 100 meter per second, then it will travel for 10 seconds and reaches a height of 500 meter. So this is an application of second equation of kinematics under gravity. Similarly, third equation, v square is a u square plus 2gh. अब आपको बोला है कि ऑब्जेक्ट को सर्टेन हाइट से रिलीज किया, तो ग्राउंड पे जब हिट करेगा तब इसकी वेलोसिटी कितनी होगी, या ऐसे दिया कि आपको वेलोसिटी दिया है, हाइट पूछा है, आइदर ऑफ टू. तो suppose we have to find value of velocity is 10 meter per second when hit the ground, and u was 0 just before releasing. Find the height. कितनी height से object को release किया? Question is, an object released from certain height, and just before hitting the ground, its velocity is 10 meter per second. Calculate the height from where the object has been released. अब इसमें टाइम फैक्टर नहीं है, so v square is equal to v is a 10, so 10 square, u was 0 plus 2 into 9.8. We are taking approximation, that is 10, and it would be positive as object is falling downward into h. So 100 is equal to 20h. That means h is 100 upon 20. That is equal to 5 meter. That means object is released from a height of 5 meter. अब upward throw किया. Object is thrown upward, and velocity of projection is say 10 meter per second. Velocity projection is 10 meter per second. और पूछा कि कितनी हाइट तक जाएगा, h फाइंड करना. अप्लाइंग सेम फॉर्मूला, v स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू u स्क्वायर प्लस 2gh. हाईएस्ट पॉइंट पर पहुंचेगा, मास स्टॉप हो जाएगा, तो v हो गया 0. सो 0 इज इक्वल टू 0 is equal to u square. U is 10, so 10 square plus 2gh. Since object is thrown upward, therefore velocity will decrease. Therefore acceleration due to gravity would be negative. That is minus 9.8. Approximately we are taking it as 10. So minus 10. So this is minus 2 into g would be 9.8, approximately 10, and height is unknown. इसको लेफ्ट में ट्रांसफर कर लो. So 20h is equal to 10 square, that means 100, or h is equal to 100 upon 20, or that is equal to 5 meter. So object will raise up to height of 5 meter, then stop there and return back. So these are application of the three formulae in case of either upward journey or downward journey under gravity. So these are three equation of kinematics or three equation of motion. First is v is equal to u plus at. Second is s is equal to ut plus half at square. Third is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. When we are applying them under gravity, then first will be v is equal to u plus gt. Second is h is equal to ut plus half gt square. Third would be v square is equal to u square plus 2gh. Not applying Cartesian coordinate but applying logical method. When object is falling freely under gravity, speed is increasing, therefore g would be positive, that is 9.8, approximately we can take as 10. When object is thrown upward, then speed will decrease, acceleration due to gravity would be negative. So that's all. Thank you very much. See you next time.